for something better than Islam, shut up. If you aren't willing to reclaim your Christian heritage, stop whinging about Islamization, because the way to defeat Islamization is to stand solidly on something better than Islam. And there is something better than Islam. It's called being a disciple of Christ. It's called being a Christian. Because just to be clear, I've made no secret about it. I am against Islam.
Yeah,
I'm against Islamization.
That's why we're here discussing it.
Yeah, but I would not, unless you took up arms against me, I would not justify anyone taking up arms against you.
I've got to go and pray, but I just want to say that everyone busying themselves with discrediting other people's religions, Christianity, where we might find it in the park. If you spent as much time judging yourself, maybe 10 times better.
Yeah, good. A sentiment I agree with. You have
pray,
look after yourself. Have a nice salah. Speak to you soon.
Goodbye, Ali.
I am blind by the light. Are there any questions before I go and find Abbas?
It's coming now. We're going to pray.
Okay. Any questions?
Hashim, you got a question, Hashim?
Is Hashim around?
Hashim got a question.
Come on, Hashim. Come on. Come on, Hashim.
It's time for Maghrib.
All right,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So,
leave it to me so I can.
It'll be on camera. You can go. What's the question?
Who do you think are the biggest proponents of? You talked about anti-Christian sentiment.
Yeah.
The biggest proponents.
Well, I mean, there are certainly there's a venomous, toxic Christophobia emanating from certain sections of the Islamic community that is not being discussed in British society. That's certainly a major party in the sort of Christophobia prejudice that we see. But then, second to that, and possibly much more influential, is that amongst the internationalist elites, the sort of liberal, progressive, do-gooder groups, there is an innate anti-Christian narrative that we see coming through the media constantly. So I remember just after a terrorist attack, an Islamist terrorist attack in London, EastEnders, funded by the BBC, ran a story about a Christian turning to violence and using a pistol. That was the way that the liberal establishment responded to Islamist terrorism, was to suggest that every religion is equally bad and equally capable of performing the same thing. So even though there are tens of thousands, and you, God bless you, and in terms of tens of thousands of Islamist terror plots that have been foiled, and there are tens of thousands that have been carried out globally, if you listened to the liberal narrative and believed it, you would be forgiven for believing that Christians have committed just as many terrorist attacks. Because that's the way they talk about religion. Because in their worldview, ideologically, they can't see a spade for a spade. They look at a spade and they call it a shovel. They think that every religion is equally the same, capable of equally the same. And it's utter rubbish. And people buy into this narrative because they think that whatever is said on the TV is true. And because it appears on TV, it's true. Yeah. And we've got to break out of that mindless, sheepish mentality of just believing the narrative that's given to us by the media establishment. Oh, that answers your question. I completely agree.
Thank you.
Look after yourself.
Simple question.
Yeah, it was. It was. Right, I'm going to go and find the loo and